morning students. Today we are studying the chemical properties of ethers, that is chemical reactions of ethers. Now the first reaction is reaction with hot and dilute H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Now this is the hydrolysis reaction. Chemical reactions of ethers we are studying. The first reaction is reaction with hot and dilute sulfuric acid. This reaction is also called as hydrolysis of ethers. Now let us see the example 1, that is the dimethyl ether. This dimethyl ether, the IUPAC name of dimethyl ether is methoxymethane. Now hydrolysis means reaction with water but in the presence of acid. So in the presence of acid, that is the hydrolysis, this reacts with water and there is formation of alcohol. Now this is the breaking of CO bond. This reaction is the breaking of CO bond in the ethers. When this bond breaks, this CS3 reacts with this OH group of water and form the CS3OH, that is the methyl alcohol. Again, the remaining part CS3O reacts with this hydrogen and it also gives the methyl alcohol. So when we use the symmetrical ethers, that is the simple ethers, we obtain the same alcohol. Now two molecules of same alcohol. Now this is the methanol or methyl alcohol. But if we use the unsymmetrical ethers for the hydrolysis, or when the unsymmetrical ethers reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, then what happened? There two different alcohols are obtained. Now the bond breaks here, and this here, suppose this is the unsymmetrical ether. Now the name of this unsymmetrical ether is ethyl methyl ether, and in IUPAC name this is called as the methoxyethane, because this part is larger part, that is the ethyl part is larger than the methyl part, so the larger part becomes parent alkane. So it is the methoxyethane. When methoxyethane reacts with water, it gives one molecule of ethyl alcohol and one molecule of methyl alcohol. So two different types of alcohols are obtained when unsymmetrical ether gets hydrolyzed with the water in the presence of dilute H2SO4. Now again there are the aromatic ethers also. Now this is the ethyl phenyl ether. It also gives one molecule of phenol and one molecule of alcohol. When ethyl phenyl ether reacts with dilute H2SO4 sulfuric acid, then it forms, here also the bond breaks, CO bond, and it gives the phenol with water and ethyl alcohol. So ethers when heated with dilute H2SO4, it undergo hydrolysis to give phenol or alcohols. Now the second reaction is reaction with phosphorus pentachloride. When ether reacts with phosphorus pentachloride, they give the alkyl chlorides. Now here the ether is methoxyethane, that is methyl ether, unsymmetrical ether is there. When it reacts with the phosphorus pentachloride, it gives one molecule of ethyl chloride and one molecule of methyl chloride. Here also the CO bond breaks and two different alkyl chlorides are obtained because it is the unsymmetrical ether. If we use the symmetrical ether, then there are also two molecules of same alkyl chloride. But this is the unsymmetrical ether, so one molecule of ethyl chloride and one molecule of methyl chloride is obtained, and the byproduct is phosphorus oxychloride is formed. So when ether reacts with phosphorus pentachloride, they give the alkyl chloride, that is corresponding alkyl chloride. Which alkyl groups are there in the ether, that alkyl chlorides are formed. Now reactions with the hot and concentrated acid, that is the hydrogen acid, HX. It may be HCl, HBr or HI. For example, when this symmetrical ether, that is the diethyl ether or ethoxy ethane, it's in IUPAC name. When this diethyl ether reacts with hydroiodic acid, then it forms one molecule of ethyl iodide and one molecule of ethyl alcohol. That means when ether reacts with hydrogen acids, they give two different products. One is alkyl halide and another is the alcohol. But that alcohol obtained again reacts with that of the hydrogen acid and again it gives the alkyl halide molecule. For example, see, this is the diethyl ether. It reacts with this HI. Here also CO bond get breaks and this CH3CH2O reacts with this HI and extract this hydrogen, it forms the ethanol. And this alkyl group CH3CH2 reacts with this iodide ion to form the ethyl iodide. So we obtain two different products. One is alkyl halide and another is the alcohol. But this alcohol again reacts with the hydroiodic acid. Now this is the step 1 and this is step 2. Same reaction, but this is step 2. Again this alcohol reacts with the HI to give, that is the ethyl iodide and water molecule. In this way the water molecule is formed and this CH3CH2 reacts with this iodine to form the ethyl iodide. Thus this is the reaction with hot concentrated acids such as HCl, HBr or HI. So ethers when reacts with hot and concentrated HI, that is hydroiodic acid, HBr hydrobromic acid or HCl hydrochloric acid, they give the alcohols and alkyl halides. But these alcohols again reacts with the halides or hydrohalide acids to give the alkyl halide again. But the order of reactivity is in this way of this HX. HI is greater than HBr is greater than HCl. Means if we do the same reaction or with same ether, all these acids in different container, then the HI get first readily reacts with that of the ethers and HCl slowly reacts with the ether. Now these are the chemical reactions of ethers. First one is that is the reaction with hot and dilute H2SO4 sulfuric acid, that is called as the hydrolysis reaction. Second one is reaction with that of the second reaction phosphorus pentachloride, and third reaction is with the hot and concentrated hydrohalides, that is the hydrogen acids. The ethers are generally inerts. So the chemical reactions of ethers are not more, but these are the reaction in which ether reacts differently with different reagents. Now alkyl aryl ethers also reacts with, that is the hydroiodic acid or hydrogen acids. Now this is the alkyl aryl ether. The name of this ether is, this is the methylphenyl ether. Now it is the aromatic ring and alkyl groups are there at the two different bonds of this oxygen. It is also called as the anisole. But this aromatic ring carbon and this oxygen bond is shorter and stronger as compared to this oxygen and this carbon bond of the alkyl group. So this is somewhat weaker. So there is the breaking of, that is the bond between oxygen and aromatic ring is stronger and shorter. Hence there is the cleavage or breaking of oxygen alkyl bond. That means this bond get break and it give the phenol and alkyl iodide, that is the here is the methyl iodide, not alcohol and that is the aromatic halides are not obtained. Remember that they are always obtained phenol and alkyl halide because his OCH3 bond is weaker than the bond that is of O and this aromatic ring carbon. So here this anisole when reacts with that is the hydroiodic acid, they give that is the phenol and methyl iodide. Now the second reactions of the aromatic ethers are the electrophilic substitution reaction. The first one is the halogenation. We know that these ethers are also of ortho-para directing due to this OCH3 group is here. Now this is the aromatic ethers and these aromatic ethers when reacts with that of the halogen, they give ortho and para, that is the aromatic ethers. Now see here anisole is there, that is the methylphenyl ether. When reacts with bromine in the presence of this acetic acid, it gives major product para-bromoanisole. This is the para-bromoanisole, or it is also called as the 4-bromoanisole because the numbering is given from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is the para-bromoanisole or this is the 4-bromoanisole. And again there is the minor product, only 10% of ortho-bromoanisole, or it is also called as the 2-bromoanisole. Now two different that is compounds are obtained. The major compound is the para compound due to what is the region, that is the here is the less steric hindrance because the bulkier groups are away from each other, but here bulkier groups are very close, so there is the steric hindrance, energy increases, therefore stability of this compound decreases. So 90% product of para-bromoanisole is obtained and only 10% that is the ortho-bromoanisole is obtained during the halogenation of these aromatic ethers or alkyl aryl ethers. Now second reaction is the nitration, second electrophilic substitution reaction. The electrophile always goes to the para and ortho position. Now here nitration, the reaction with nitrating mixture, that is the concentrated of nitric acid and concentrated of sulfuric acid. Now when these anisole, that is the alkyl aryl ethers, reacts with that of the nitrating mixture, there is the nitration and there is introduction of the nitro group at the ortho and para position. So two different products are obtained. Here also definitely the para products is major than the ortho product because there is the bulkier groups are very away from each other, no steric hindrance, no crowding, so less energized molecule, that is the stable molecule. It is also called, this is the 4-nitroanisole. Numbering is given from this side in this way. At 4th position there is the nitro group, so it is the 4-nitroanisole, or it is also called as the para-nitroanisole, and this is the major product. Here this is the major product and that is the minor. Similarly in nitration also ortho nitroanisole or 2-nitroanisole. Numbering is given from this side in this way. This is the 2-nitroanisole and this is the minor product. So these are the electrophilic substitution reactions of the, that is the alkyl aryl ether. One reaction is remaining, that is the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and Friedel-Crafts acylation. Now let us see the last reaction of these aryl alkyl ethers. Now this is also the aryl alkyl ether, that is the anisole, or it is also called as the that is methyl phenyl ether. When it now in this reaction, that is the Friedel-Crafts reaction, there are two types, alkylation and acylation. Here anhydrous aluminum chloride is used for the Friedel-Crafts reaction, for alkylation as well as for acylation. Now for alkylation, alkyl halides are used. This is the methyl chloride. When methyl chloride reacts with this anisole, two different products are obtained. First one is the 4-methoxytoluene. Now this is the toluene. If the CH3 is attached to the benzene ring, it is called as the toluene or methyl. That is the methyl benzene. Now this toluene, at the 4th position of the toluene, there is this methoxy group. Now numbering is from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it is the toluene. So the 1 number carbon is that is where the methyl group is attached, that is the 1 number carbon. Now at 4th position, this is the methoxy group, so it is the 4-methoxytoluene. Now this is the major product because here steric hindrance is less. Now here this is the, here numbering is from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the minor product. It is also called as the 2-methoxytoluene. And in acylation, the reagent, that is the this acetyl chloride is used for the acylation of this anisole. For acylation also anhydrous AlCl3 is used. Here also we obtain the 4-methoxyacetophenone as the major product. Now this is the acetophenone, and when this, that is the methoxy group is attached to that of here at the 4th position. So the numbering is from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is the 4-methoxyacetophenone, and the minor product is here, that is the 2-methoxy. Numbering is from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is the that is a 2-methoxyacetophenone, that is the minor product. Now this is the Friedel-Crafts reactions of alkyl aryl ethers. Now for their short note may be asked on this topic. Now this is all the chemical reactions of ethers. The ethers may be dialkyl ethers or aryl alkyl ethers.